my heartfelt appeal to you. This lectures and personal talks with Srila Sridhar Maharaj. One student is asking a question to Srila Sridhar Maharaj. Maharaj, I have one question. I am very much afraid to write anything about Krishna consciousness because I see that I am having so many material desires. But at the same time, when I go out and speak to people about Krishna and the sweetness of Krishna, I see how much they are enjoying it. So I am thinking, even though I have no qualification, I should continue to write or to preach. Is this correct? Srila Sridhar Maharaj answers on this. It is laudable that you want to do good to others. Mahaprabhu has given a general instruction. Jare teke, dare ko Krishna upadesh, amara akaya guru, amadara ehitesh. Wherever you go, whomever you meet, talk with them only about Krishna. Deliver this news to anyone and everyone. And new light will come to you, which in turn you are to distribute to others. In this way you will have a dynamic and progressive life, and there will be no shortage of higher baking. If you obey my command, then you will find that I am there, baking you in this work. This is Mahaprabhu's general advice. Such distribution is the only necessity in this world, where all are entering the jaws of death at every moment. Mahaprabhu wants his followers to be agents to preach Krishna's devotion to the public, to speak about the special prospect of the land of Krishna, about Vrindavan. So it is laudable that you want to do good for others in this way. But at the same time, before doing so, you must properly try to understand what is good and then go to distribute that. This is no less important. It is very good to treat a patient, but you must know at least what is treatment. Then you can go to treat them. That will be beneficial. One who is not properly adjusted, how he will venture to adjust others? First know what is your place, your proper adjustment in relation to the whole. And in that position, it will be revealed to you, shown to you what is your duty. At the time of the Second Great War, a picture of a soldier's uniform was posted on the wall of the brightest building in Kolkata. And at the bottom of the poster was written, "Put on this uniform and the uniform will tell you what to do." This was the advice there. But the soldier's uniform on and put the soldier's uniform on, and the uniform will tell you what will be your duty. So first we must have proper adjustment. We must find our proper position. And then the insinuation will come to us as to what is our duty. So this is the first stage. It is known as Sambandha Gyan. Sambandha Gyan is the first. We have to understand and study. Sambandha Gyan means, what is this material world? What is this universe? Well, not for everyone. Who I am, why I am here. Anybody can give an answer. Why I am here? What is my duty? Why I am here? Where I am coming from? Where I am going? This is Sambandha Gyan. This basis understanding of those who are sincere, searching for the truth. I have to get explanation. I have to learn from those who understood. Those who have realized, not only understood, who have realized who you are. And next, abhidheya. This is the next level. What means abhidheya? It is the means to the end, the conception of my goal, my destination. How am I to attain that? So there must be a purpose behind why I'm here, what I'm doing here, or where I'm coming from. But what is the reason? Why? So I have to find out. There must be a destination where I'm have to go. I should have a goal. So what are the steps? Our path must go in this way, and otherwise the whole attempt will be unsystematic, haphazard. I do not exactly know what it means. What means haphazard? Somebody know? Haphazard. Maybe I pronounce it wrong. H-A-B-H-A-Z-A-R-D. Hazard. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. Haphazard. Yeah, one calls like this, one speaks like this, yes. Our path must go in this way, otherwise the whole attempt will be unsystematic and haphazard. Yeah, it fits perfect. We should understand what is the proper utilization of our energy and act accordingly. This is necessary for systematic and substantial progress towards the goal. Otherwise, anyone can do anything as he likes, and he will have to reap the result of his deeds accordingly. So first, Sambandha Gyan. One approaches the fundamental question, who am I, where am I at present, where should I be, what should be my position? It is just as before going to a journey. I must consult the map to see where I am and where I will have to go. Understanding one's position, one's orientation in relation to the destination is putting on the uniform. The uniform will tell me, this is your duty, and I shall have to do that. I shall be ready to do whatever is required of me for my real progress. It is not that we should think, I must be great, I shall be an Alexander the Great. I shall be as Hanuman. Rather, if you want to be a simple cowboy, if you want to have the company of Krishna in that way, you will think it is so wonderful to become a cowboy. Not these cowboys. Real boy. To have the duty of a cowboy. Rabindranath Tagore, I was reading many books in my youth about him. He was a great person also at this time. Rabindranath Tagore composed a song in which he says, I don't want to be a famous leader of the country, but that I want to be a cowboy in Vrindavan, in the jungle. That is a very happy ideal to me, much more so than being a great leader of the world. A simple thing, a cowboy under the guidance of Krishna. That aspiration is very happy, very friendly to me. Such an ambition, simply ambition, is really something great, not any worldly achievements. We pray rather that the worldly ambition will leave us, that the ghost of such ambition may leave us forever, and to desire the company of the Lord, such aspiration, though simple, is also high, very high. So this is spiritual life. Actually, it seems very complicated for a complicated mind. But in reality, it is very simple. In this material world, because we are so ignorant, everything is so complicated. Not? Or is somebody agrees? Or everything is very nice? No. Very complicated. But in the transcendental plane, that Krishna, a cowboy, he never gets old. He's always a cowboy boy. He always enjoys in the association of the Lord, playing and going to the forests with the cows and so many wonderful things. So simple mind means one can understand much more easy than those who are study their whole life, books and books. It becomes more and more complicated. And still they are not understanding. They are not understanding. Maximum they attain moksha. But it is also possible that in a lower stage, from his present position in this world, a person will dedicate his activities to the Lord and approach him that way. This is also possible. It is accepted, but it is of a lower stage to approach the Lord through the performance of one's own work. It is described in the Bhagavad Gita. Yada pravritya bhutanam yena sramitam datam svakarmanadam yajya siddhim vidanti manava. Man can achieve perfection by performance of the appropriate duties prescribed for him according to his qualification. By the execution of such duties, he worships the Supreme Lord, who is the source of all beings and is all-pervading. As a result of my past karma, I find myself floating somewhere in the material ocean, amongst the three modes of nature. And whatever things, whatever materials I find around me, if I try to give them, to offer them towards the infinite, I may make progress towards him from my lower position. Yad karosi yat asnasi, yad juhosi dadasi, yad tapasyasya kaundeya dad kurushramadalpanam. It's also Bhagavad Gita shloka. O Kaundeya, whatever your action, whether scriptural or general, whatever you eat, what you offer in sacrifice, whatever you donate in charity, and any vow you keep, do everything as an offering unto me. To connect all of one's activities with the Lord by offering them to Him, and to go on with one's duty in this way. One who cannot understand the higher things, higher devotion, may begin his march to the Absolute from his present position. But the shloka at the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita calls us Savadaman Parityaja Mam Egham Sharanam Raja Aham Dam Sababhabhibhyo Mokshaye Syami Masuta. Totally abandon all varieties of religions. So, all religions you abandon. Dharma means religion, or duty, exactly translated. Just surrender exclusively unto me. I will deliver you from all kinds of sinful reactions, so do not fear. This is the conclusion, or one of the main points in Bhagavad Gita. He guides us from the different kind of yogas we are practicing, like Jnana Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, different others processes, how to advance, how to go higher. And the end, he says, now you give all of these things up. All the different kinds of processes of approaching it, or different sects. What is this religions? What are all around? This is it can be called like sect, Automatically, in the end, it says the Lord says, "You just surrender unto me. I will remove all your sinful activities. You will just surrender exclusively to me. I will deliver you from all kinds of sinful reactions." So, because we are afraid, we cannot surrender like this. Then he says also, don't fear. So do not fear. This is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. The clarion call to surrender in his commentary on Sri Gita. Shri Bala Gangadhar Tilak has noted in this last shloka, Bhagavan Shri Krishna Chandra has served nectar in a golden pot. Wherever you are, leave your duty, your post, your place of duty, and immediately come to me. Everything will be fulfilled. Complete fulfillment will come to you. If you come to me, then the whole fulfillment of your life will come to you. It does not matter where you are posted at present. It matters little. You may be a soldier, you may be a priest, you may be a dacoit, anyone. But if you leave your position and come to my feet, your aspiration will be perfectly fulfilled. This is Mahaprabhu's call, the call of Gauranga. With a flood of tears, Gauranga is dancing and appealing to the people, begging the people, take the name of Krishna. When Mahaprabhu decided to take sannyas, his devotees did not know that he was going away, that he was leaving Navadvip forever. But the night before he left, he attracted many of the devotees to come to see him for the last time. As if intuitively they were drawn to him, and they flocked together, crowded together at his house. Everyone brought for him a garland. Mahaprabhu was giving everyone, all his devotees, those garlands from around his own neck and ordering them. When you go from here, speak only of Krishna. Abhanagala Mola Subhakaratiya Ajnana Karena Gaura Hari Krishna Kahagiya Ki Bhojana Ghiya Sayane Ki Bhajagarami Arnisha Chinda Krishna Bolo Ho Vadande. I advise all of you, my friends, with this garland, take the name of Krishna. While eating, while taking rest, while waking, always take the name of Krishna. This is my last advice. My earnest empathy to you all, take the name of Krishna. Whatever you may be engaged in, always think of Krishna and call his name aloud. This is my last appeal to you all. Just try to utilize all your time taking the name of Krishna. By any means, try the utmost to come to Krishna. There's no other necessity. This is my heartfelt appeal to you, oh my friends. So we may not have this realization now, even we are chanting many years. But by going on chanting, once through the mercy of Mahaprabhu and Guru, the name will be so powerful when our mind is attacking us, making, why they are so loud there? So who is there? Singha Maharaj. So we advance in chanting, going on, just by chanting the name, immediately our mind will be purified, all the problems will be gone. This power is there in the name, but we should not expect it, that it will come when we are traveling to the universe and watching and enjoying this material world, that the name is revealing his power. We have to sincerely call out the Lord's name. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he chanting the name in the morning. Very loudly sometimes he chanted. His neighbor told Srila, our Gurudeva, he became a devotee of Bhakti Siddhanta afterwards. He took sannyas. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur calling like him, looking at the sky and calling Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Very loudly he chanted the name. Very sincere. So by chanting, the Lord enters your heart and your mind becomes calm. Like this is the result of, it becomes purified. You don't want to do anything to do with this mental horrible things, whatever comes in the mind. So this is a result of the holy name, if we are sincere. So in our time also we have seen that our Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, also preached with so much force, so much urgency. Once he was present at the Mahotsava, a big festival in Mayapur. When the celebration was over, Guru Maharaj was sitting in a canvas chair on the veranda of his room. Many people were coming before him, offering him obeisances and then leaving for their homes. I was always very eager to hear him, and I was present at that time. Srila Sridhar Maharaj also was there, and he was present. He was saying to the people, "Don't cheat me, you people." I thought, why does he say that? Where is the question of cheating him? Everyone was invited to this festival. They came and now they are leaving. What is his point about cheating? But the next thing he said was, you all came with the understanding that you will engage yourself in the service of Krishna. And so I have entered into some relationship with you. Now, after attending this ceremony only as a show, as a fashion, you are going home to engage yourself in worldly affairs. But your assurance to me was that you would all serve Krishna. In this way, he showed some disappointment. Then he continued, you may say, oh, there will only be a little delay. Later I will come. I have got some important business, and after finishing that, I shall come back and join you as soon as possible. But I say, no. Even if you tell me there is a fire, and after extinguishing the fire, then you will return, then I say, that is also not necessary. There is no necessity of extinguishing the fire. It may burn the whole world, it does not do any harm to you. The smallest harm to you, you do not lose anything, rather you will be saved. If that world burned world, burnt world, gets out of your mind. All your inner necessities are met only in the holy feet of Krishna. So no one can satisfy your inner hankering but Krishna. Akila Samrita Murti. The reservoir of all sweetness, all the rasa, everything sweet you are aspiring for, or that you may ever aspire, for all is in his holy feet. And all this world, let it be dissolved to zero. It can't have any effect on you. You are not affected by that at all. Rather, if the whole thing disappears, vanishes, if it is burned to ashes, you may be saved from the misconception. But it is not easy to burn the world of your present enjoying conception to ashes. It is very hard to burn that world to the finish. Like a witch, it is catching you. One student said, yes, yes. We got experience. Any question, anything to say on? These high topics, but maybe in future you will remember when time comes, when you realize, hey, this was not so wrong what I heard. You will remember. Okay, we may finish. All awaken still? Yeah. Yes. Theoretically not. Practically, I would say yes. Otherwise we would all surrender. Adhika, we have to carry big burden from our past life. But surrender means always it is it seems for us very risky. So in whatever situation you may be, as Srila Maharaj mentioned, if you are a soldier, if you are a dacoit, if you are whatever man you are, surrender is something you can do in every position, human. Adhika is not, even dacoits. We have examples. They are able to surrender. But if you calculate, like I have this much pious activities done and 40%, 60% I was a rascal. So I have to go on some lifetimes, then my adhika is increasing or getting, that I become qualified. It is always important, this thing of surrender is only possible with the help of the Mahajans or pure devotees. There can be, surrender means in 1 second you can surrender. We do this also sometimes. When prasad is there, we surrender. We will accept. Yes, he's also Krishna. Practically, you experience. No, not nobody. We cannot say. Yes, yes. Of course, if you pick someone from the society who is attached to this party or whatever they do now, party consciousness, they will have no idea what you're speaking of. Devotees, also different levels of devotees. There are materialistic devotees. Basically in the Western society we are finding only materialistic devotees. Very rare you will find. This depends on the adhika also. Some come to this world with their adhika, they are already devotees. Or they have just missed something from the past and they're finishing. And this life is possible. Basically, one thing one should understand in this, that it is not a technical or physical or mental exercise. Not through the pasya, not through jnana, not through so many different ways. You cannot attain the Lord. It is by the mercy of a pure devotee, maybe, that it is possible to surrender. Even it is. Yes, in the normal, it is a must. In the Bhakti-rasamrita Sindhu it is stated, through Krishna's mercy or through the mercy of a pure devotee, we can attain Krishna. So Krishna's mercy is very rare case, because only those who come from Krishna's place and take birth here, they are not ordinary, they are already liberated. Krishna himself cares for him. And for those who are not, then the mercy of the pure devotee has to be there. So by the mercy of a pure devotee, he can make this Megari. You know the story of Megari? He was a hunter. He killed animals every day. But he did not kill them completely, only half. So he enjoyed when they were suffering. So through the mercy of Narad Muni, Yes. Yes, but you tell one hunter here or a butcher, you tell him, give him the instruction. He will do. He will follow. It is not so easy. So first there has to be the pure devotee. Pure devotee. There's not everybody, we call us all devotee. I consider myself not a devotee. I want to become in future, maybe by the mercy of my Gurudeva and my Lord Chaitanya's mercy. But the one who considers himself a devotee, for him it takes a long time. So Bhikkhari, he did not follow, he could understand through the instruction of Narad Muni that he has to suffer all these things he did. And he stopped immediately. There was the question, yeah, but my family, what will happen? They will also take the karma of me when I kill the animals. And Narad said, no, they will not. So he went to his family, wife and children. Will you take, the hunter asked them, will you take the karma of myself, what I got through the killing of animals and doing bad things? Nobody said, sorry, we don't want this, take from you. So the thing is, he has understood it, he has realized it. Maybe there was some adhikar before, some qualification. But even if not, nothing is impossible for a pure devotee, for Krishna. If you do not have faith in these things, then you will go on life after life to follow the rules and regulations accordingly, and you maintain your material desires, and it takes you many lifetimes. Because without the help of pure devotee, how you will get out from this? How you will get? So the adhikar was from Bhikkhari was that he had faith in Narad Muni. He understood what he told him. Then he gave up everything, and he was not even able to, when he walked on the street, he had a small hut built on some other place, and they brought him food every day, the people, so that he don't have to starve. So he did not even kill an ant on the street. So he's walking very carefully. He changed completely. So why one like this can do this, and why those so-called devotees who are living in the temple, they are not able even follow simple principles of Vaishnava from the heart. When we see a fly somewhere or something, then we kill it. But this is not such important, but this is our mentality. And you can go in detail all these things. In the end, you must always think, surrender is something you have to do. It is our free will. It is our... If you surrender, all the problems are gone. You may call it adhika, you may call it... there are so many... It is for those who want it very complicated. It is a very easy thing, and it is the most hard thing also. Because surrender means die to live. All those things what we are used to maintain in this material world is our enjoying mood. We want to enjoy this material world. So if you have no enjoyment in this world anymore, then it is something like dying. So die to live. When this enjoying mood of being the enjoyer and the controller and the creator and everything, as long as this is there, we are not able to understand anything transcendental. So this is a very simple understanding. Then we can become a cowherd boy. Our goal will be just to be a insignificant cowherd boy, but we want to always be with Krishna, play with him, love with him, go with him, and eating with him. So many beautiful, sweet. This is the important thing. When we get attached to this, when we get an idea of this, when we realize this world exists, it is reality, transcendental world, then surrender is no problem. It's natural. It is only painful when we are very attached to this here. To body, to mind, to family, to country, to all this, what we get through these relations in this material world. This is our problem here. I know this is a way how to approach the transcendental plane. I'm ready. 1 minute. But I like to hear Prabhupada, and I like to hear Srila Maharaj, and my Gurudeva. They are not making it complicated. It is so simple. But for us it is very complicated because our mind is very complicated. We want to put so many things inside, we want to make it complicated so that we make walls around us so that we cannot cross it, It is a very natural thing. We are spiritual beings. It will never change. We are from nature. It is only the coverings, earth, water, fire, air, ether, the mind, intellect, what makes us illusioned, makes us suffer in this world. Wrong identification. But we are soul, our real position is that we are spiritual living beings. And we can communicate on the soul's level. We don't need to speak. This is the very lowest level. This is realized understanding. We have to realize this. Theoretically, you can quote Shastra, unlimited. But we have to realize the most simple thing. You never have to experience that you are connected mentally, that there's going something on, and that you understand, that you are hearing what's going on. It is a very tough level. You have to cross this level because it is very painful. The mental level is much more painful than the bodily. Bodily, when it's finished, then no pain. But in mind, you cannot kill so much. You can suffer again and again, you know. So